Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in, and welcome to the 5 Minute Facebook Ministry. I'm Anthony Daniels. Today we'll come out of 1 Corinthians, the 13th the 13th chapter, verses 4 through 8. It's 13, 4 through 8. And it reads from the NIV. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. That's a mighty powerful verse there, a couple of verses. And, I normally don't do 4 verses at a time, but when you talk about love, and I looked at this, all 4 verses kind of needed to be included. And it says a lot about love. It tells what love is. Then it tells what love doesn't do. And as we look around and say that we love each other, that we love God, that we love things, and we need to reflect on what this verse says. And, when we love, the person that we love, are we keeping a record of their wrongdoings? Are we always bringing things up that they've done in the past? I know I'm guilty of it. I've done that on occasion. And I'm thinking to myself right now, I got to stop doing that. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. But the thing about love is when you love someone, you should live a life where you are living the truth and you're not involved in evil, so you can always tell the truth. It says it protects, it trusts, it hopes, and it perseveres. So when 2 people in love are parents of their children, there's always a feeling that one, you should feel protected, because that person who loves you will always be there to protect you. It always trusts. Love trusts. You can trust the individual that you love because, again, love rejoices with the truth. And if you're rejoicing in truth, you can trust that individual. You have hope, and you can persevere through things with that individual. It also said love never fails. Love never fails. It talks about some other things that fails, but love never fails. And you got to tie that to God. God is love, and God won't fail. And when you look at all the things that happens here, love is patient, love is kind. That's God. God is patient. He's been so patient with mankind, over the years. If you think about how we are as human beings, and all things